In the shadowy corridors of time, an ancient narrative unfolds, a narrative that entwines the destinies of gods and men in a complex tapestry shimmering with enigmatic motives and cosmic schemes. The beings at its heart, the Anunnaki, emerge from the depths of space and time, from the deteriorating planet Nibiru, wielding powers that challenge our understanding of both the heavens and the earth. These celestial architects, or cosmic conspirators as some might call them, embarked on a cosmic quest across the universe in search of gold, a vital resource needed to mend their own world's failing atmosphere. Their journey led them to Earth, where they used their advanced technology to create Homo sapiens and the monstrous Nephilim as a workforce to mine this precious metal. Over millennia, the Anunnaki influenced major civilizations, imparting knowledge and leaving behind a legacy of myths and technologies. Their story takes a dark turn as they direct a comet during the Younger Dryas cataclysm to eradicate their creations, fleeing Earth in anticipation of the comet's impact, leaving behind a legacy shrouded in intentional destruction and cosmic mystery. The sagas begin with Nibiru, often described as a roving celestial body swinging into the inner solar system in vast elliptical orbits that defy conventional astronomical patterns. The inhabitants of this wandering planet, the Anunnaki, are frequently depicted as towering extraterrestrial beings of immense power, equipped with not only advanced technological apparatuses, but also a profound impact on the very fabric of human origin stories. According to these narratives, the arrival of the Anunnaki on Earth wasn't a chance encounter, but a deliberate mission, allegedly propelled by their need for natural resources found in abundance on our planet. Their presence and activities purportedly gave rise to the stories of gods among ancient Sumerians and later cultures. Exploring the Sumerian texts where the word Anunnaki first appears, we find descriptions of these beings intertwined with the fabric of the gods themselves. The Anunnaki were considered deities with specific roles and powers, deeply integrated into the mythos surrounding the creation and administration of the world. Ancient Sumerians depicted the Anunnaki not just as powerful entities, but as rulers influencing the daily workings and the overarching destinies of human societies. The epic tale of Gilgamesh, part hero and part god, reflects interactions with beings believed to be of Anunnaki origin, revealing a complex relationship between humans and these revered yet feared visitors. Through these narratives, the Anunnaki come to life, embodying the desires and fears of mankind, serving as divine models for statecraft and power dynamics that mirrored the heaven on earth. The Anunnaki are often credited with gifting humanity with knowledge that catalyzed the leap from primitive bands to complex societies, reminiscent of the biblical Nephilim, described in Genesis as beings from the heavens. If we entertain the premise that these beings from Nibiru interacted with ancient humans, the technological implications are profound, echoing the mysterious encounters described in the Book of Enoch, where heavenly beings imparted advanced knowledge to mankind. We see the sudden emergence of advanced agricultural techniques, metallurgy, and monumental architecture in cultures reputed to have had contact with these celestial beings, much like the technological marvels hinted at in Ezekiel's vision of a complex flying chariot. Consider the ziggurats of Mesopotamia, which not only served religious purposes but also demonstrated advanced engineering concepts, possibly reflecting the chariot described by Ezekiel in the Bible, believed by some to be an alien spacecraft. These step pyramids may well reflect a technology transfer from the Anunnaki, intended for both ceremonial and practical uses, possibly even as platforms to observe the heavens or communicate with their home planet, akin to the biblical Tower of Babel. Moreover, the development of cuneiform script, one of the earliest known forms of written expression, suggests a significant leap in cognitive abilities and social structures, potentially spurred by Anunnaki influence, similar to the divine interactions recorded in ancient scriptures. Exploring the ancient Sumerian statues and carvings of the Anunnaki unveils distinctive features that symbolize their celestial nature and advanced technologies, including notably large eyes that suggest a keen perception or supernatural sight. Commonly, these figures are adorned with wings, indicating their capability for flight, which may symbolize their heavenly origin or ability to traverse between different realms. Their oversized eyes are often emphasized, hinting at their all-seeing abilities. Additionally, many carvings show the Anunnaki with a small bag, often interpreted as containing ormus, a substance thought to be associated with longevity and profound knowledge. The large eyes depicted in these carvings could symbolize a deep understanding or enlightenment. Another intriguing feature is what appears to be a wristwatch, suggesting a concept of timekeeping or advanced technology that the Anunnaki possibly introduced to early human civilizations. The prominence of their large eyes in these depictions may also imply a mastery over time and space. These artistic representations not only highlight the Anunnaki's significant role in Sumerian mythology, but also suggest a transfer of knowledge and cultural values that shaped early human societal structures. The large eyes in these artworks often portray a vigilant and overseeing presence. The detailed craftsmanship of these statues and carvings provides a visual narrative of the Anunnaki's influence and their esteemed position within the Sumerian celestial hierarchy. Their large eyes are frequently a focal point, underscoring their superior vision and awareness. Each element, from wings to mysterious bags, encapsulates a piece of the vast and intricate lore surrounding these celestial figures, offering insights into their revered status and multifaceted roles in ancient myths. The emphasis on their large eyes across various artifacts further highlights their extraordinary perceptual powers. One of the most controversial and captivating aspects of the Anunnaki narrative is the claim that they engaged in genetic manipulation to create or alter human beings. According to some interpretations of ancient texts, such as the Atrahasis epic, the Anunnaki found the labor of mining Earth's resources arduous and thus created humans as a labor force by genetically mixing their own DNA with that of Homo erectus. This audacious claim challenges our understanding of human evolution and poses profound ethical questions about our origins. If this were true, it would suggest that the surge in human intelligence and development could be attributed to extraterrestrial intervention, rather than natural selection and adaptive processes. Moreover, this theory provides a tantalizing explanation for the missing link in human evolution, potentially filling gaps that traditional paleoanthropology has yet to resolve. The notion that part of our genetic makeup could be derived from an advanced extraterrestrial source is not only the stuff of science fiction, but also a scenario that some ancient texts seem to support. The influence of the Anunnaki is not confined to Sumerian mythology alone. Their legacy, under different names and forms, appears in the mythologies of several ancient cultures around the world. From the Egyptian gods who descended from the sky to the Greek titans, there are striking parallels that suggest either a shared source of these stories or actual historical events interpreted similarly by different cultures. These cross-cultural myths often describe godlike beings with significant power and knowledge, who interact with humans, sometimes mentoring them, other times ruling over them, and occasionally punishing them. This widespread motif supports the theory that the story of the Anunnaki might be a collective memory of a real interaction between humans and a more advanced species. Investigating these connections can provide deeper insights into how the Anunnaki narrative influenced and shaped the development of religious and cultural structures across ancient civilizations, offering a broader understanding of their possible impact on human history. The role of gold economic or something more? The obsession of the Anunnaki with gold is not merely a footnote in ancient texts, but a central element of their purported interactions with Earth. Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that the Anunnaki's need for gold was not primarily for ornamentation or economic use, but for a far more sophisticated purpose related to their survival on Nibiru. According to these theories, gold particles were used to repair their planet's atmosphere, which was allegedly deteriorating. The mining of gold, therefore, becomes a pivotal activity that drives the Anunnaki to Earth and underpins their interaction with human society. This theory posits that the advanced mining techniques supposedly taught to humans were not just shared knowledge, but a necessity to fulfill the Anunnaki's own needs, leading to the first large-scale human labor operations. This perspective reshapes our understanding of ancient gold mining as not merely an economic activity, but as part of a larger cosmic economy where Earth's resources are utilized for extraterrestrial environmental engineering. Anunnaki depictions, art and symbolism. Art and symbolism provide a visual testament to the Anunnaki's influence on ancient civilizations. From Sumerian carvings to Egyptian hieroglyphs, depictions of these beings often portray them as majestic, larger-than-life figures, sometimes with distinguishing features that suggest advanced or alien origin. These images often depict them holding what appear to be technological devices or symbols of power, which could be interpreted as evidence of their superior technology and their role as rulers or gods. The recurring motifs in these artworks might be symbolic representations of the Anunnaki's traits and technologies, possibly even indicating a uniform cultural understanding of these beings across different regions. Analyzing these artistic depictions can provide insights into how the Anunnaki were perceived and revered in various ancient societies, and how these images might have been used to convey their divine or royal authority to the people. The calendar systems and astronomical knowledge. The Anunnaki are often credited with the introduction of sophisticated calendar systems and advanced astronomical knowledge. This includes the accurate calculation of celestial movements, which were essential not only for the agricultural calendars, but also for the ritualistic and ceremonial life that formed the backbone of many ancient societies. If indeed the Anunnaki imparted this knowledge, it could explain the sudden leaps in astronomical understanding observed in ancient civilizations such as the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Mayans. Each of these cultures exhibited advanced astronomical knowledge inexplicable by gradual development alone, suggesting possible external input. These advanced calendrical and astronomical systems could be seen as part of the broader technological transfer from the Anunnaki, aimed at organizing and elevating human societies, perhaps to better align them with cosmic cycles that were significant to the Anunnaki themselves. The legacy of the Anunnaki is not confined to the ancient Near East, but can be traced in varied forms across a multitude of ancient civilizations. From the legends of the Atlanteans in Western traditions to the stories of Vimanas in ancient Indian scriptures, echoes of high technology and divine interventions suggest a shared, possibly global, Anunnaki influence. This widespread distribution of similar myths and legendary figures points to either a common ancestral source or a broad interaction between an advanced civilization and early human societies. The uniformity in these narratives across isolated geographies raises compelling questions about a prehistoric global civilization influenced or even established by the Anunnaki. Exploring these links can shed light on the extent of Anunnaki interactions and their lasting impact on human history, suggesting a persistent, though perhaps misunderstood, footprint on human cultural and technological development. The Anunnaki have not only fascinated historians and archaeologists, they have also captured the imagination of the modern public and theorists, particularly those involved with the ancient astronaut hypothesis. This theory, which posits that many myths of divine beings can be attributed to extraterrestrial visitors, places the Anunnaki at the center of a narrative that suggests they were real, influential protagonists in our planetary history. In contemporary culture, the Anunnaki have inspired a range of media from books and documentaries to television series and movies, reflecting a continued fascination with their story and its implications. This modern engagement helps perpetuate their legacy, while also sometimes distorting it through sensationalism and speculative exaggeration. The impact of such theories on modern culture is profound, as they challenge conventional views of human history and open up discussions about what constitutes legitimate historical interpretation and what falls into the realm of pseudoscience. Modern interpretations of ancient texts, such as the Mahabharata and Popol Vuh, suggest interactions with extraterrestrial beings. The Vimanas described in the Mahabharata, often thought of as divine aerial vehicles, and the divine weapons could be seen as evidence of advanced technology. Similarly, the narrative of trial and error in creating humanity as described in the Popol Vuh may be akin to genetic experimentation, further supporting the hypothesis of ancient alien interactions. While the narrative of the Anunnaki is compelling and rich with potential historical insights, it is crucial to approach these claims with rigorous scientific scrutiny. The main challenge in studying the Anunnaki is the lack of direct physical evidence that unequivocally links these myths to historical facts or artifacts. Most of the evidence cited in support of the Anunnaki's existence and their activities comes from ancient texts and the interpretation of artifacts and archaeological sites. Critics argue that these interpretations are often speculative and not supported by conclusive archaeological evidence. This skepticism is healthy and necessary, as it encourages a more grounded and fact-based approach to understanding ancient myths and legends. Continued archaeological and linguistic research is essential to untangling the historical truths that may be embedded within the myths of the Anunnaki, ensuring that the line between fact and fiction is clearly drawn to avoid misinterpretation. The Anunnaki in modern thought New Age interpretations. In New Age circles, the Anunnaki are often viewed through the lens of spiritual and metaphysical theories. These interpretations suggest that the Anunnaki may not only have been physical beings, but also bearers of profound spiritual knowledge and esoteric wisdom. According to these views, the Anunnaki's interactions with humans were part of a larger cosmic plan to awaken and evolve human consciousness. These interpretations blend traditional mythological narratives with modern spiritual concepts, such as the evolution of consciousness and the interconnection of all life forms across the cosmos. While these ideas are speculative and often lack empirical evidence, they contribute to a diverse and rich tapestry of modern thought about the Anunnaki and their role in human history. This blending of ancient myth with New Age philosophy highlights the enduring impact of the Anunnaki narrative and its ability to adapt and resonate with contemporary spiritual and metaphysical thought. Potential archaeological evidence and controversies. The debate over the Anunnaki is fueled by various claims regarding archaeological evidence. Proponents of the ancient astronaut theory often cite out-of-place artifacts, ooparts, megalithic structures, and sophisticated engineering feats in ancient times as potential evidence of Anunnaki intervention. Critics, however, caution that these interpretations are often based on an underestimation of ancient human ingenuity and an over-reliance on sensational explanations. The controversy surrounding these artifacts and structures exemplifies the broader debate between mainstream archaeological interpretation and alternative histories that include potential extraterrestrial influences. Resolving these controversies requires an open yet critical approach, ensuring that extraordinary claims are always balanced with rigorous scientific validation and an appreciation of human capabilities. critically analyzing ancient texts and alien interpretations. The interpretation of ancient texts like the Tibetan Tantua, describing pear-shaped objects from the sky, presents a unique challenge in distinguishing folklore from potential extraterrestrial evidence. Similarly, the Hopis' descriptions of ant people invite us to explore whether these are mythological beings or could hint at alien encounters. It is essential for scholars and enthusiasts to critically engage with these interpretations, assessing them within the cultural and historical context of the civilizations that created them. Critical analysis involves scrutinizing the sources, evaluating the quality of evidence, and considering plausible alternative explanations rooted in the culture and time. Understanding human psychology and our tendency to explain the unexplained through powerful external influences is crucial in these assessments. By maintaining a critical perspective, the study of ancient texts and their interpretations as alien encounters can be intellectually enriching and serve as a cautionary tale in the complexities of interpreting ancient lore and artifacts. Conclusion: the legacy and continuing mystery of the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki, whether mythic figures, ancient astronauts, or symbols of human wonder at the cosmos, remain a captivating feature of ancient narrative and modern discourse. Their story challenges us to think deeply about the origins of human civilization, the potential for contact with extraterrestrial intelligence, and the ways in which such events are recorded and remembered through generations. As we continue to explore our ancient past and reach out into the depths of space, the mystery of the Anunnaki serves as a poignant reminder of our perpetual quest for knowledge and the enduring allure of the unknown. Whether their story is seen as literal truth, metaphorical lesson, or cautionary tale, it invites us to consider not just where we have come from, but also where we are going in the vast, uncharted cosmos. The hypothesis of a planet called Nibiru, often associated with various doomsday theories and ancient astronaut narratives, lacks scientific evidence and is not recognized by the mainstream scientific community. The idea of Nibiru, sometimes referred to as Planet X, originated with Zecharia Sitchin's interpretations of ancient Sumerian texts. Sitchin claimed that these texts provided evidence of a hidden planet with a long elliptical orbit reaching the inner solar system approximately every 3,600 years, purportedly home to the Anunnaki. Regular astronomical surveys, including those using infrared telescopes capable of detecting objects far beyond Pluto, have found no evidence that Nibiru exists. Projects like the Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer, WISE, have significantly improved our understanding of objects in distant orbits, but have not confirmed any findings that would support the existence of a Nibiru-like object. If a planet as large as Nibiru were to exist and come close to the inner solar system every few thousand years, its gravitational effects on the orbits of the known planets and other celestial bodies would be obvious. Astronomers have not observed any such disturbances that would indicate the presence of a large, undiscovered planet with the characteristics described in the Nibiru hypothesis. In recent years, some astronomers have speculated about the possible existence of a Planet 9 in the far reaches of our solar system, based on unusual patterns in the orbits of several distant objects. This hypothetical planet, if it exists, would be very different from the Nibiru described by Sitchin. It would have a far more elongated orbit and would not come close to Earth or the inner solar system. The search for Planet 9 is ongoing, and while it raises intriguing questions about our solar system's dynamics, it does not lend credence to the Nibiru hypothesis. As of now, there is no credible scientific evidence to support the existence of Nibiru. Theories about such a planet are considered pseudoscience by the astronomical community. Any connections made between ancient texts and modern astronomical theories are speculative and not based on empirical data.